Much for that update. Please do keep us informed, especially on any developments from the Nairobi CBD, especially where you are. Let's continue with our conversation right here in studio. Next to me it's Joseph Chege, who is a governance expert, and at the far end is Joe Halende, who is a lawyer. And before we took a break, Joe, you said that the reason as to why the demonstrations are illegal is because maybe there's intelligence that the Azimio leaders are trying to bribe the youth and cause mayhem. Maybe do you have evidence to this?
The evidence is with the IG, and that's part of the reason, that's one of the reasons why the demonstrations were declared yesterday unlawful. And clearly, history, not even history, the first demonstration that they tried to organize was on Monday, and you could see what happened in Kibera, you could see what happened in Kisumu. And the incitement, the level of incitement that we have allowed leaders in this country to engage in, to an extent that youth can clearly, since they cannot destroy, for example in Kisumu, at that time on Monday, there were no people in town, in CBD. What did they decide? They decided to stone Sarova Stanley. They demolished KCB Bank building. You can clearly see the hatred and the animosity that certain leaders have been allowed in this country to spew and poison young people.
But again,
so
there have been
those are among the reasons why these demonstrations are being declared illegal.
Yeah. And the Azimio leaders have distanced themselves with the leaders causing chaos and saying those are not part of their protesters. Again, how sure are we that the people really causing all these distractions are part of the protesters? I'll be getting back to you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's begin by your comment on the Inspector General saying that, or terming the ongoing protest by Azimio, that they are illegal.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for being late.
No,
Kidogo.
it's okay.
We were planning for the Maandamano. I'm one of the Azimio guys.
Okay.
And we will do the Maandamano. We'll demonstrate today. We'll demonstrate on Thursday. We'll demonstrate next Monday. We'll demonstrate until...
You didn't answer my question.
I'm coming to that question.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that we will demonstrate, even if the Inspector of Police says that we are not allowed to do the Maandamanos. I want to tell you that somebody yesterday said that if you cannot allow people to peacefully assemble and protest, then you are calling for an inevitable uprising, a violent uprising. People have a right to demonstrate peacefully. This is not the first time. And I want to give an example. President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the retired president, in 2017, when we had the opposition who wanted to do the Maandamanos, and that time it was even more serious than this one, because we had a scenario whereby the opposition leader then was going to swear himself as a president. One day I had a sitting with the former PS, Dr. Karanja Kibicho, and he told me, President Uhuru called them in a room, all the security experts, and told them, what do you think of the incoming swearing in by the opposition leader? That time, the Musalia, who is the Prime Cabinet Secretary, was on that side, the Speaker was on that side, the opposition. And all the officers, including the Inspector General of Police then, the security experts then, they had advised President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to condone the whole of Uhuru Park, to make sure nobody accesses Uhuru Park, and to make sure any person who dares is met with the full force of the law. After President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta listened to all of them, he told them, my word is this, I don't want to see any police presence anywhere near Uhuru Park. I want Uhuru Park to be left to the demonstrators. Let them go, do their demonstrations, let them go home. Let them go and express what they want to express themselves. And let me finish.
I'll actually ask you the same question on the allowing them to demonstrate.
Yes.
So just hold your thought. It's
so Uhuru told them, the police officers themselves, they had told Uhuru, let meet these demonstrators with the full force of the law. President Uhuru told them, in my wisdom as the president, because I love this country so much, I don't want to see any police presence anywhere. I'm told that time they had bought a lot of tear gases. The police had armed themselves to meet those people. That time, I remember, I used to work here in town. The demonstrators came. The swearing was done. It was so peaceful. In the evening, everybody went home. Not even gun was shot. Not even one tear gas can was shot. Not even one property was destroyed. What does it tell you? It tells you the catalyst in all these demonstrations are the police. You can't beat your chest that Kenyans cannot protest. You can't beat your chest that if you are demonstrating, come, you will meet me. Who are you?
All right. I'll welcome your thoughts on why the police are not allowing the protesters to go ahead and even gather and protest. But for now, we want to cross over to Kibera, where